and it's like with regards to the sort of Christians and the Orthodox, and there's like, why do they get triggered so easily? Because if you think about, if you're supposed to follow in the footsteps of Jesus, then Jesus could converse with the devil, say, and that's in Scripture, and it's like you're supposed to be able to have these hard conversations and not be triggered if someone's speaking against your beliefs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
And I just don't see Christians, at least in public, acting that way. And it's like
in what regard do you mean you don't see Christians acting that way? In regards to having a conversation or being open to the fact that, there could be more than going on with the government's letting on? To what degree do you mean?
A bit of both, but more like you can criticize anything, but if you criticize Christianity, say, or criticize the Bible, not that that's something I'll do, but I'm just saying, like, observing, if you criticize the thriskia, the religion, then it's like it'll trigger a lashing out, say, response.
It's interesting you say that. But, on the other hand, you see the words of the pages of the Bible coming alive and they're too blind to see it. So don't criticize, they get all caught up in the fact that they're criticizing their belief in terms of, Christianity. But then it's like, hey, the Antichrist is in full swing. The beast system is upon us. And what's happening right now is Luciferian controlled, and you can't see it. And you're criticizing, demonizing, and villainizing the very people who are warning you that the beast system is in full swing right now. How can you not see it?
Especially when it's within your own scriptures. But maybe it's just fear that I want to go there. But it's whether you like it or not, when shit happens, it's going down, and it's like happening in front of you. So it's like, why keep your head in the sand?
It's interesting that they're criticizing. People are so it's quick to criticize without looking at what this is.
Well, it's like the bookends of the Bible. It's like Revelations, and they don't believe Revelation's happening, but it's at the start where it's like the creation story. They don't believe in that either, when they still hold on to the heliocentric beliefs as well. So that's just something else that might.
I'm already on board, bro. I'm already on board. The waters from the waters were separated with a firmament, 100%.
Yeah, and it's like, well, that's sort of the first page in your book, and you're like, oh no, that was just allegory. That's just metaphor.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because if it wasn't a big deal about the heliocentric model, right, then why would they go and change the word in the Bible to not say firmament anymore, but say expanse? The new version, the Bible, the new version that they created, the New World version they called it, I believe it was. They said, and God created an expanse, right? What's an expanse? An expanse is space. A firmament is a solid object. They basically took the dome out. Why would you care if it doesn't mean anything?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, like in other Bibles, it actually says dome, and they've used different words, and they're changing it as we're going, and they're changing, the dictionaries, and then it's like how much people say, oh, you got to trust in, got to believe, in history, but it's like history is news of the past. We can see now, it's quite apparent now that news of in the present is not to be trusted. Therefore, how can you trust the news of the past, which is history? And we can only trust what our parents and grandparents told us and what they saw, and like believing in what they told us, like handed down, father to son, just generation to generation. But it's like Black's Law Dictionary, where and like with the English language, how it's like double meanings in all the in a lot of the words, and understanding means stand under, and
signature means mark on a sheep.
Yeah, so it's Latin. Yeah, like
mark on a sheep.
Well, while I've got you, mark on a sheep. So it's like, what are other favorite words you've seen in Black's Law or in the dictionaries that with regards to the legalese, like signatures, black sheep?
Persona, person means persona, meaning the mask you wear, meaning the fictitious character you carry around with you. That's what person means in Latin. That's why they stopped teaching us Latin in school, mate, because we would truly see the forest through the trees with Latin.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of that with Greek. Not that we've got the ancient Greek, but like with some of the words like logos, we can understand that means more than just a word because of our culture. Yeah. It's from that language. And it's like, and Latin as well. Like, with all the commercial language that they've used, the Admiralty law, but like, we could probably go into that for a while, but it's like,
of course you could.
Yeah, with the legalese.